Alright guys, let's talk about Marauders. Um, I see a lot of mess ups with this team, and I think it's because we're used to doing it with certain teams, and that's changed now. Um, and there are some hybrids out there, but basically, if this Marauder team has Madeline, you have to do it a certain way. You can no longer take X Factor, and you can no longer take Shadowland versus this team if they have Madeline prior. Because in her passive, she has lines of code that basically make her a hard counter for those teams. So you just can't use them. I'm sure there's a threshold of a 200k or 300k punch down or something that's probably okay, but I just wouldn't do it. Period. If it's a legit Marauder team like we're looking at right here, and this is a legit team, you basically only want to use one team against it, in my opinion, and that is Secret Avengers. And another thing that's important about this is it's Secret Avengers with Nick Fury. There's a lot of failed attacks with Silver Surfer instead of Nick Fury, and there's a reason for that. Silver Surfer is a great tune, but you need Nick Fury for this matchup for two reasons. One, he's going to go first. He's going to spread, speed up, defense up, and possibly deflect to everybody. And then as soon as he does that, Mystique is going to go, and Mystique is going to stun him. And it's really nice that Mystique is always going to stun him, because then that frees up the other four, which do all the damage anyway. And that's what makes the matchup happen. So let's do it. Obviously, I'm punching down here. My Secret Avengers is big, but this is the counter. Even if your Secret Avengers aren't this big, pretty much everybody's Kestrel is pretty big, and everybody else's stuff is functional, and that's what's important. Obviously, you can have a bad day, bad RNG day, and everything could go wrong, but for the most part, this is a hard counter for this team. Turn 1, Fury, special, spread the speed up and the defense up to everybody. Boom, she stunned Nick Fury. We're going to try our damnedest to clear this taunt. Most of the time you don't. What does usually happen though is you usually at least get defense up on him. But in a perfect world, you'll clear all that and get defense up on him. That was good RNG for a change. I'm going to go straight to work. If taunt hadn't cleared there, I'm just going to pretend like taunt didn't clear there. You're usually still going to land the defense down. So you would be attacking Strife. You'd finish him off right there. There's some argument to be made about Emma or Madeline, because Emma could potentially clear the stun here. But I personally like going for Madeline because she's usually got a low health. I could see the argument either way though. I ain't gonna pick at you. If you can go Madeline and take her out within the next two moves, then you don't have to worry about her special. If you go after Emma here, you're going to have to deal with a Madeline special. And it's not the end of the world, but it's certainly a lot easier if you don't have to deal with it. So I'm going to go right after her. Then I'm going to try to hopefully, since she's stunned, I'm going to see if I can't get some rewind on Emma. Probably won't. I got a little bit. This ain't really going the way I want it to. but she doesn't have much speed bar. Let's see if I can get rid of Emma here. As you can see, I've never once been in danger this whole match. But I do think the trick is, the key to this, even though he's not doing any damage, the key to this is Fury. If you use Secret Avengers with any other 5th than Fury, this isn't going to go as well as it should. We should all have pretty big Secret Avengers because they're a raid team. I have my Secret Avengers slotted just for that reason. A Marauder team. We'll do it one more time just so you don't think it was a fluke. But Fury will go first and Fury will get stunned. Happens every time. This is a cookie cutter counter, and cookie cutter counters may get boring after a while, but they're awesome in that you can always rely on them. Now that I said that, I'm not going to flip anything on Strife here, and he's going to be a big bitch. Nope. So last time I went ahead and hit Strife again, but this time I'm going to go ahead and go over here. I mean, if everything's working out good, then you should do it the right way, right? That way it's going to put it vulnerable on Madeline. The Goblin Queen. Let's just do this. I wonder how come Sharon Carter's not going right now. I'm going to go ahead and stun her. If nothing else, it'll reset her speed bar. And give me time to get back to her before she hits her special. Boom. Put it in auto. Take the win. And I just can't emphasize enough. If Pryor's on there, do not take X Factor. And because she's going to reduce the crit chance for X Factor. Which is what they're all about. Not only that, but the deflects from Strife is kind of anti-X Factor. And don't take Shadowlands because I don't even remember, something about hero brawlers or something. Whatever it is very anti-Shadowland. We can take a look real quick. But these counters used to work against Marauders, but that was pre-Madeline. On more defense, she's going to resist Moon Knight, and she's going to resist the ability block from White Tiger. And that's pretty much why Shadowlands isn't going to work with her, because of all they've already got a ton of resistance, and then she's going to add 50% resistance on top of that to the brawlers, which is Moon Knight, White Tiger, and Daredevil. Not that he needs to be resisted, but anyways, Don't take X Factor. Don't take Shadowland. Take Secret Avengers with Nick Fury, and you'll be assured victory. I can't tell you the exact numbers. Lou Dog might be able to tell you the numbers. I'm not a big numbers guy. A counter is a counter for the most part, as long as you don't get crazy and go too big. But your Secret Avengers, I almost guarantee you that your Secret Avengers is big enough to beat any Marauder team out there. If you've built them up to do Doom Raids like we all have, your Secret Avengers is big enough to do any Marauder team out there. DM me if you got any questions.